So these pivots on this has got full of rust. See if I can get that to focus there. They're full of rust on those. The shafts are all nasty on those. So that's why we burnish the pivot ends, to get them all clean. This is one that I just did. You can see the difference between that one and that one. This wheel, let me find it here. Actually, it's this one that I just showed you. When that click spring broke, you can see that bent shaft on that. I'll put that in a lathe and I'll show you what that looks like. But that shaft, that spring hit that shaft and it bent that shaft. And there you can kind of see the bright spot where the spring hit it. Right there and bent that. So the process we're going to start with on burnishing these. I'll fire up the lathe. I got one in the lathe. We're going to clean this up first. Get all this stuff off of it. That's a buff stick. And then we're going to take a file. We're going to kind of clean all this rust and stuff off of this shaft with a file. Trying to do this with the camera and not get my fingers in the gear, because it does take height off. And then on the back side of this, you see the brass there. I'm going to do that side when I turn it around, but you can see where we can get that shined up a little bit too and get a lot of that stuff off of there. So then after I get that off of there, we're going to go ahead and burnish it. Get a little bit of oil on that. Trying to do this with the phone and holding that at the same time. So we're putting a smooth surface to a smooth surface, and that hardens that metal there. So that's what it looks like when we burnish it. And all that off of there. And then we've got a very, very smooth surface there for that pivot to turn in that bushing.